Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kensthetic with the Kensthetics, and I'm here with you guys today with a new video. So this video has been highly requested, highly asked about my DMs. As you guys may or may not know, I just came back to Tulum, Mexico. If you guys did not see my Get Ready With Me video, go ahead and check it out. I have it linked above and down below. But I received so many questions in my DMs on Instagram about different things pertaining to this trip. So I was like, let me go ahead and sit down and give you guys an info video. I did not vlog. However, I do have some clips that I recorded here and there during my trip. I didn't vlog because I was like, one, this is my first time, you know, being away in 6 months. And I really just wanted to enjoy myself. It was also very quick. So I was like, let me put the phone down, put the camera down, enjoy myself. And then I'll come back and tell you guys everything that I want to say. There's also a lot of things that I wanted to say, so me vlogging would have never gave that off. So I just felt like me sitting down here, including clips that I have, was the best bet to get the information across and to show you guys, you know, behind the scenes of what it actually looked like and all of that. So before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, and I want all of you guys to join because it's going to be a very big thing, period. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy. If you guys find this video helpful, make sure you give it a big thumbs up so that I know. Drop a comment down below with any of your thoughts, comments, opinions, or anything else that may be on your mind after you watch this video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So I wrote everything down because, listen, y'all were asking me questions, and even though like I left you guys on scene, like I didn't respond, I was taking note of what you guys were asking. So I was like, I'm just gonna compile all the answers to your questions in this video so that I'm not just responding to you, bless you, I'm responding to everyone who had these questions. So first things first, why did I choose to visit Tulum? So as you guys know, we're in a global pandemic. A lot of places have shut down. With the US passport, basically holds like no value when it comes to visiting a lot of countries. So to get into Mexico, you don't need a COVID test. So when y'all see everybody in Tulum, Cancun, Mexico City, Mexico, that's why. Because Mexico does not want you to take a test. So people are just like, okay, I want to travel, I want to go somewhere fast, and I don't want to have to do the test. So I feel like that's why a lot of people are choosing to visit Mexico right now. It's also a quick weekend trip, and aesthetically it's very pleasing, very great for photos. It's a place that's been on my list for a while. So I was like, let me just knock it out now that we don't really have much options. Because a lot of people, when I say I've never been to Miami or Mexico, they're just like, how? Like, you've been to everywhere else, but you haven't been to Miami and you haven't been to Mexico. So I was like, let me go ahead and get it done. So details on the flight, we paid about $280 round trip on American Airlines, and it was originally direct, but they added a layover a week before our trip. So at that point we couldn't really do anything. Layover was like an hour, 2 hours, enough time for us to get food, enjoy a bit, like, you know, relax in the airport, and then hop on the next flight. So that was a flight situation, and we booked maybe like a month before we left, like just about a month, because I remember I was like, I have a month to get my bodies together. So, you know, housing, we did an Airbnb, and the price was about $120 a night. The Airbnb we stayed in, I will link it down below. I'll also put some footage of it here, but it was exactly as pictured, and it was super easy to check in, super easy to find, super convenient. The host was amazing. They had amazing reviews. The place came with Wi-Fi, air conditioning. We had a penthouse, so it was like the apartment, like, you know, with the 2 bedrooms, bathroom, living room, kitchen, and then there was like a little stairway, and when you went up the stairs, there was a private jacuzzi, a private like bed area upstairs, another bathroom. So it was really, really cute, really like comfortable for the 3 of us who went. And I would highly recommend it. I think they only have 2 bedroom options. I'm also not sure. It's like a complex, so people like live there for real, and then I guess like they rent some of them out for Airbnbs and other things. But it was super nice to have like a private area, like, you know, the private jacuzzi, your private space. The security on the Airbnb was also great. So there's a fence in the front of the complex which you need to enter a code for. There's maintenance on site at all hours of the day. So whether you need help with locking the door, or you need help if you locked yourself out, somebody is there on site all of the time. And then once you go up the stairs to the penthouse, there's a gate in the front which you need a key for, and then there's an actual key for your door. So to me, it was very secure. We felt very comfortable staying there. The next thing I wanted to speak about was weather. So right now is hurricane season, in case you guys may or may not know. So I would highly recommend to keep track on the weather and what's going on if you are trying to do like a trip next week or in 2 weeks or whatever the case is. Before we went, we were checking the weather, and each and every day said 80 to 100% chance of rain, and we were just like, oh no, like our trip is going to be canceled. How are we going to get popping pictures with the rain falling out our head tops? But honestly, it only really rained one day, and it was like for 2 hours, so we kind of just stayed inside, relaxed, took some pictures around the house, and then we left out as soon as the rain calmed down. So it was a lot of passing showers, but I know that it's hurricane season. I think it's Hurricane Laura who's trying to work her way in, and this is like only the beginning. So in general, you always want to be cautious of traveling like to the Caribbean area or the Gulf of Mexico coast area around this time, because the weather is very wishy-washy. So into the meat of things, what did we do? So Friday we got to the Airbnb around 4 p.m. So we landed at like 2 o'clock, and our Airbnb arranged transportation for us from the airport to the Airbnb. The drive from Cancun International Airport to Tulum is about 2 hours, and the ride that the Airbnb coordinated, it was $80 US to get from the airport to the Airbnb, which is about usual price for a cab. When we were asking for people's rates to come back to the airport at the end, it was like $90 or $100. So the fact that it was $80 we felt like was a good deal. So once we got there, we freshened up, we, you know, settled in, and then we decided to go out for dinner. So we went to, I don't remember the name of the spot, but I put it on the screen, and I also took a picture of the front of the restaurant just so that I could give you guys a review. But we got there, and on Yelp, it had like 4.55 stars. So we were just like, okay, cool, we get some good tacos. We get there, we see the menu on the wall, and the tacos are like 70 cents US. So I'm just like, like, is Mexico really this cheap? Because it's my first time going, or, you know, like, are we gonna get what we paid for? And basically we got what we paid for, because the tacos were trash. So we came out to eat. We got tacos and empanada. First Mexican tacos and all of that. So I got 2 chicken tacos and 2 empanadas. I only ate 1 taco and 1 empanada, and I just couldn't eat the rest because it was just so bad. So when we were walking there, we actually saw another spot. I think it was called Burrito Amor, and we went there afterwards. We were just like, let's see if we could get like a good burrito. Yeah, that was one of the best burritos that I've had in my life. The chicken and the veggie burritos slapped. It was really nice. So it really became our spot during the trip, because we ate there 3 times while we were there, and it was like walking distance from our Airbnb. So they had contactless menus, so they had like the QR code so you can scan it so that you don't have to, like, you know, touch a menu or anything like that. They had Wi-Fi. The chicken and the veggie burritos slapped. As I mentioned, the fresh pineapple and orange juice slapped. And it's a cute aesthetic if you want to take pictures. They have indoor seating, outdoor seating. Really, really nice place. Food was amazing. Would highly recommend if you do go. And it is on Avenue Tulum. So if you guys never been there before, Avenue Tulum is like a main strip. So that's where you see like all of the shops, restaurants. The tattoo parlor we went to was there. So yeah. Also, when we were trying to go home, it was dark when we were walking there, so we were just like, we want to take a taxi home, because we don't really feel too comfortable walking back in the dark. There was also no street lights on the street we had to walk on. So we met a taxi driver. Like, we just hailed down a taxi on the side of the street, and the taxi driver ended up being super nice, and he ended up being our driver for the rest of the trip. His name was Armando, and you guys, customer service A1, recommendations A1, personality A1, comfortability A1. Like, at first I was skeptical, because even here, like at home, I don't like taking like any taxi, but I'm just like, you know, we don't really have an option right now. We just want to get home. So we took him. He was very nice. He became our driver. So that was it for Friday. Saturday we woke up, we took pictures around the Airbnb, and it did say it was like a 90% chance of rain before we went to bed. But when we woke up, girl, God did his thing, because we woke up and it was like just cloudy for the day. So we were just like, okay, bet, let's take pictures. And then we headed out. So we took pictures, probably like 2 hours worth of pictures, and then we left out the house and went to Casa Malca, which is where the Pablo Escobar mansion is. So that's the place that everybody's been, with the car statue, with the swinging chairs, with the curtains and all of that. So we went there. So let me tell y'all about our experience here, okay, baby? So I feel like on Instagram you see the car statue, you see the swinging chair with the curtains, but there's so much more there. Like literally we could have packed 10 outfits and got mad pictures and looks in, but we didn't know. So when we got there, we were just like, what the heck, this is huge. They have like a beach, they have swimming pools with the S and another S, because there was a lot of them. Lots of cute places to really take photos. They have 3 restaurants, a steakhouse, a Japanese restaurant, and a beach house. So when you get there, you pay to get in. I think, well, I paid with my card and they charged me $91, and the conversion of it, I think it was like 1,700. Let me see, 91 times 21. Yeah, so it was like 1,900 to 2,000 pesos. So you could either pay with pesos, USD, or your card. So when you pay, half of the $91 was for me to enter the spot, and then it's required that you basically pay the other half, which covers food and drinks. So you have your food and drink credit, and then you have your entrance fee. With the food and drink credit, they give you like a little card, you bring it to any of the 3 restaurants, and that's basically a credit you have to eat. So you'll see the menu. They also have contactless menus, which I'm just in love with, because I don't really like the touching of things, so it was right up my alley. But you could use your credit to get food, to get drinks. So when we ate at the beach house. I got the veggie burger, and it came with like a side of like waffle fries kind of thing. It was okay, it wasn't the best. So I would recommend maybe trying the steakhouse or the Japanese food. But with our food and the drinks that we got sitting there, we still had extra credit. So we ended up just asking them for bottles of water that we can take home with us, just so that we could use all of our credits, since, you know, we paid for it. So going there, I would highly recommend to pack different outfits, so that, you know, you could get pictures and you could, like, you know, get a lot of content. And pack a bag, bring a bathing suit, because there's a beach, there's a pool, and make sure you have your source of payment. You could pay pesos, USD, or card, as I mentioned. So yeah, that was a Casa Malca. I think that was it. And then moving along, after we left there, we went to get tattoos. So originally we wanted to do tattoos the day before we left, because we were like, you know, we'll be in the pool, we'll be in the water, and you can't like have your tattoo in water after you get it. So we were just like, okay, let's wait to do it the day before. But then we had time, and Carisha was just like, let's just go do it. So we ended up finding a spot. We went to Latin Ink Tulum. Guys, I'm getting a tattoo. Yeah. Show them what I'm getting. Let me see. Oh, you traced it out already? Show it like this. So I'm getting this and this. Okay.
Oh wait, let me see the size of your heart. I think I want. How much would that end heart?
Meanwhile, Carisha already got started in the chair. Cute. Yeah. Are you scared? You nervous? Sis hopped in the chair like she wasn't nervous at all.
Okay, your hand, right or left?
This one.
Normal position.
Vamos. Let me see that face. Why are you breathing like you're working out? No, it's a Kendra. That spot is not even a bad spot.
Are you nervous? You're here.
I tried to fix it though.
I got stylish hair.
I did it.
No, I did.
I did her.
You did the hair?
No, I did.
You did it. This is awesome.
You like it?
Awesome. Yeah. The symmetry and everything. Super cool. Super nice.
Show them what you got. She wanted to be my twin, but not.
Mine is fine. It's my first color tattoo.
Oh, really?
All my tattoos are black.
Leading up. What? Oh, he's printing her? Alejandro. Since 1998, he's been doing. How do you pronounce it? Alejandro or Alessandro?
I am Italian, so Alessandro.
Oh, you're Italian. So you live in Mexico now?
Yep.
How long you been living here?
6 years.
6 years?
6 years.
Interesting.
I like it. It's a good place.
So I ended up getting 3 tattoos. So I ended up getting this tattoo here, which says faith. I ended up getting a little cross on my finger. I don't know if you guys can see. And then I also ended up getting a small little heart behind my ear. I don't know if you guys can see. But for my 3 tattoos, it came to $75, which was really good. Like in New York, minimum for tattoos is probably like $100. So minimum for tattoos there was $50, and I was just like, F it, let me go ahead and get 3. Like I'm already gonna be in pain, let me just keep the pain going. If I had other ideas, I definitely would have got more. But I feel like I'm good for now. Now I'm at 4 tattoos. I had 1 tattoo before on my ankle, and yeah, so the tattoo parlor only takes cash, so you can either pay US dollar cash or you can pay pesos cash, but they do not accept card payments. So make sure if you go and you want to get a tattoo, you have cash on hand. I would also suggest to call in advance and see if you can schedule an appointment or if they're taking walk-ins that day, because it's a good thing we went on Saturday, because Sunday they were saying like they were booked up with appointments, so they wouldn't have been able to take us as walk-ins on Sunday. So it was great that we stopped in the day before. Like everything just worked out perfectly. And I had my inspo pics with tattoos on Pinterest, so I was able to just pull them up. Tattoo parlor also has Wi-Fi and it's very clean in there. The person who did my tattoo was a person in the first chair. I think his name was Alejandro or Alessandro. You'll see, because I'll put a clip here so you guys can see, you know, what my experience was like. But y'all, I was sweating up bricks in that chair. Like I got up and my thighs were sweating so much because I was so nervous, because I'm a pussy. But anyway, so after that we went to have dinner. We went to El Pescador, which ended up being our taxi driver's restaurant. So our taxi driver, I didn't even know he was 25. He's a student, he runs taxi, and he has a restaurant. I'm just like, yo, what? Like I'm 26 and I don't even have my life that much together. So yeah, it ended up being his restaurant. So when we got there, they gave us shots upon entry. Tacos were good, the vibe was good. They gave us control of the music, so we were playing, you know, what we wanted to hear. Little gal policy, little WAP, everything we wanted to hear we were playing, and we just had fun that night. Also, we had shots of Don Julio, and I don't know why y'all never told me Don Julio went down so smooth, but that may be my drink of choice from now on. So yeah, that was Saturday. And then Sunday was our last full day there. So Sunday we woke up and took more pics, and that was a day where it rained for like 2 hours. So we just stayed around the house, took pictures, chilled, relaxed, and then we left out as soon as it stopped raining. So that day we went to Taboo, which is like a beach club, but they also have like a restaurant. So we went there, and we got there maybe like at 5:30. No, we got there like at about 5 o'clock, and we got there and these guys were outside and they were like, oh, the beach house closed at 5. So we were just like, okay, let's go on to our next spot that we had on our list. But come to find out, they have like the beach club and then they have the restaurant. So the beach club closes at 5 and the restaurant closes at 11. So we went in, got a table right away. They have Wi-Fi. You guys, Taboo, I saw everybody posting on Instagram, but it's a very big thing, okay? Bottle service, lit music, all types of stuff. The food was amazing. I got chicken and potatoes. I'll put it here, but it tasted so good, like amazing. And it's a great place to take pictures too. So if you are into taking pictures, I would recommend to bring a swimsuit, because they have like a beach area at the restaurant, so you can take some pictures there. But yeah, it was cute to take pictures. You could pack outfits for there too, especially if you go to the beach club. I think that's where they have like the swinging chairs at the bar, because we didn't see that when we were sitting down at the restaurant. So that may be in like the beach club part of Taboo. So they also had hookah. You guys, it was a very big thing in there. Like we low-key didn't want to leave, but we had like our agenda set out. So we were just like, okay, let's get up. We're giving ourselves an hour and then we're leaving. So after we left Taboo, we went to Hotelito Azul, which is a great place for sunset. It was a recommendation by Armando, our taxi driver. He was just like, that's where you can see the best sunset. So we went there, and at first they were like, oh, they require $35 US spending. So yeah, my camera's out. But when we first got there, they were like, we have to spend $35 US to get in. But our driver negotiated for us, Armando the GOAT. And they were like, oh, we just have to buy a drink to get in, because it's actually a hotel, and then the rooftop is like for the hotel guests plus, like, you know, external people. But we just had to go up and get a drink, so we were good. It's an amazing hotel. I would definitely consider staying there the next time I go. Like, the hotel was really, really nice. And when I posted it, so many people who went to Tulum before were like, girl, that hotel is the best. The view for sunset was amazing. There's also a pool on the rooftop, so if you are planning on going and you want to stay there like for sunset and after, have a couple drinks, they also have hookah. Then I recommend to bring a swimsuit, so you can also get some pictures in, because the scenery is amazing as well. So then we went back home, we changed, and then we went out for dinner. So my friend Desma wrote me, and she was like, oh, I'm in Tulum too, and it was like her birthday trip, so she was like, let's go out for dinner. So our driver told us like Bach is the spot. Like, it's luxe, it's, you know, the food is good, service is good. So we went there, and that was probably our priciest meal while we were out there, because it was like $60 a person after we split the bill, which is not bad at all. I just wanted to note that, so that y'all not going there thinking it's gonna be as cheap as everywhere else in Mexico. No, sweetie, it's luxe. The prices are luxe too, okay? So I got the Beyond Burger with fries. You guys, that burger was amazing, and then I added guac on it. Slapped. And then I got the strawberry lemonade. Strawberry lemonade was like my drink of the trip, and I had my best strawberry lemonade when I went to Bach. And then you can also wear like a fancy dress and heels if you want to get cute or whatever. We wore dresses and heels to take pictures, but right after, I definitely changed my heels into my sandals so I could be comfy. And then Monday we woke up, we took some photos, and then we packed to depart from paradise. But that was basically everything we did while we were out there. I also saved the highlight on my Instagram story, so if you want quick reference of places we went, you can go ahead and check out that highlight on my Instagram profile. So I did want to speak about some other things relating to the trip. So money, I exchanged 200 USD, so 200. My Spanish is getting up there. At the airport, the exchange rate was like $21.90 when we got there. So just to give you guys a sense of like how much we spent, I was able to pay for like most things with pesos, like meals and stuff, and then I only had like 500 pesos at the end of the trip, and we ended up just using it to tip the driver. But it was enough for me to get by with the things that we did. So if you do plan on doing more, and you do plan on paying everything in cash, you might want to exchange more. Things I bought on my card were the entrance to Casa Malca, the meal at Bach, and I think that was all I put on my card. So just to give you guys a basis of how much money I spent in exchange while I was out there. Most places did accept card though, so even though those were the only places I paid with my card, there were other places that did accept card that I could have used my card at, but Chase be taxing with the foreign exchange rate. So I was like, let me just keep it calm, let me make 2 purchases and call it a day. So getting around, so as I mentioned, from the airport, our Airbnb arranged transportation for us. So it was $80 for the trip from the airport to Tulum, which, as I mentioned, was a 2-hour drive. You can also take shuttles. The shuttles, I believe, are like $10 US per person. But one, you're going to be in contact with a lot of people, because the shuttles do get pretty full. And then once you do get off the shuttle, you still have to find your way from where the shuttle drops you off at to wherever you're staying. So we were just like, let's just pay, let's have, like, you know, peace of mind, not being around people besides the taxi driver, and get to our location safely. We found Armando that first night, and we used him like every day, and I really like him, because you know, when you go to some countries and you have like a driver for the day, they charge you a day rate. For him, he charges like per trip. So he was like, okay, I took you from the tattoo parlor to the restaurant, and the restaurant to home, so your total is this. So we probably paid him about $50 a day. We did tip him too, but I thought that was a really good price, since he waited for his places, and he could have been he could have been running his business with other people. So I feel like it was a great price that he did charge. So if you guys are interested in having like a personal driver while you are in Tulum, I would recommend to use him. I don't want to put his information on the internet because I only have his phone number. So if you guys are interested in using him as a driver, you can send me a DM, you can send me an email, and I will be more than happy to share his information with you guys. He had like a sedan while we were there, but he did say he's looking to buy a Suburban soon. So if you are traveling with more people than we have, or more luggage than we had, then he should be able to accommodate you. And if not, he got friends, because his friends was able to help my friends. So I know that a lot of times when you go places you don't feel comfortable getting in a random taxi. I understand, because that's me too. I really listened to God. God told me to get in that cab, and I met an amazing person. He was very great. He had great recommendations, great customer service skills. He loved that we were so genuine. Like whenever I leave the house and I'm meeting anybody, I always bring them something to drink, whether it's a Snapple, a bottle of water. And I did the same thing for him, and he was just like, he really like appreciated that. So, you know, God puts everybody in your life for a reason, and I truly believe that. So that's how we got around. And then cell service, so I have Sprint, so I do have international plan, and with Mexico it was like free to text, free to call, free internet, besides when we got like on a strip of the beachfront. So when we went to like Taboo, Casa Malca, there's no service there, but they do have Wi-Fi, so you just have to ask them for the Wi-Fi service or information. Most of the time it's like in the front of the restaurant, because you do need Wi-Fi to do like the contactless menu. So cell service was fine out there, depending on what your plan and what your carrier is, but that was fine. I did get a lot of questions about that as well. And the last question that I really got was what it was like traveling during the pandemic. So a lot of places right now that are open to US travelers, you do have to quarantine for 14 days once you get there, or you have to provide a test. For me, I don't mind taking a test, because I am going to have to take it for an upcoming trip that I have. But the 14-day quarantine, I'm like, I can't do that. So a lot of places that you do have to do that for, I'm just like, it's a no. So if you are looking for somewhere to go real quick, real cheap, real fast, then I would recommend Tulum. This video, I tried to make it as detailed as possible. If I did miss anything, make sure you guys comment down below, and I will be sure to answer. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram, or you can email me, hit me up on Twitter. Any of my socials, hit me up, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions after you guys watch this entire video. Because so many people hit me up and was like, I'm waiting for that video, Make sure y'all are subscribed. Make sure you watch this whole video, and give this video a big thumbs up, period. That's all I have for today's video. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Kensthetic_. I still have a lot of heat to drop on Instagram. I'm trying to, you know, take it slow so that I'm not dropping too much on y'all at one time. But make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. That's all I have for today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and until my next video, which will be, girl, I don't even know my schedule anymore. Until my next video, I'll see you guys later.